Welcome to Get Roaring. I am Rory Paint. What? That's not what we're. There we go. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Welcome. Welcome to Get Roaring. Fancy meeting you here. Let's get involved in some hockey management, shall we? I think. Um, I think we're doing pretty good in general. Our team chemistry is 80. Fan happiness is 91. We're 33, 16, and 5. Acceptable. Morning, Al. Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. We're behind the Leafs by 3 points. But that's doable. That's doable. A second. Just a second. You know how you mean to do something and then you don't, but then you're like, I have to. So you do. Here we are. Anyway. Baston. Packed a can, have it yet. It's time to play the Boston Bruins. Although it looks like they're in Buffalo, so it's not. We're not parking. We're not parking the car. Let's go to the Leafs. We're almost at the trade deadline. Almost. Tamura in a second rounder for Dvorsky. Malenstein in a third. Dalibor is 26 now. He's an 83. It's on line 4, though. Tamura is 23, and he's an 81. What about Malenstein? Not anything to be worried about. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. We'll keep going. All right. Well, you know what? This leads to a question. Do we do anything? Yeah, I'm there, Al. I wasn't really. I don't think I was serious. I was just browsing the shop, you know. All right. Let's take a look down here. McMuffin's still a 78. That's not doing anything. Defense not really a concern. Goaltending also not really a concern. How is Ellis doing? I mean, he's fine. He's fine for a backup. Hervonen's doing fine on the third line. I don't really see any need to adjust there. I mean, I'm not seeing anything that needs to happen. Owen Power is out. Okay, well that's concerning, but not the end of the world. I guess Pete got hurt as well. Maybe he got sent down? I don't know. He can't get sent down if he's hurt, though. We have Toure here. Yeah, Peak is down. How much is Peak costing us? 2.6 mil. What is he doing down there? Did he just, like, drop off the face of the planet? Alright. Well, it'd be nice to make some room there. And also get somebody who's not Touré. Oh, Stapchuk. People actually want Peak? A 7th rounder. Okay. Let's see what you got. I mean, I'd probably do that just because it frees up some salary. Bit low. Alright. So that clears up some salary space. Oh boy, everybody likes Peak. Dang it. Jack Thompson is happy though. I feel like we need a better option than Touré. Okay, so Thompson went into the lineup. I wasn't really acquiring him to have him play in the NHL. And I guess we can give Touré a shot. He's 6'7". Goodness. What a beast. I always like kind of the old like a Zach Bogosian kind of guy would be good. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Go take a look at Calgary. I'll go. We're just here. Like, Logan Stanley might fit the bill. Probably very similar to Peak. Defensive pairing 1, though. It's great when you can find a guy that's like all defensive pairings. Do, 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 do. It's pairing 2. About Chisholm. Declan Chisholm. What a guy. Montour's too expensive. Don't know what's going on in Florida. Chatfield could do. Defensive pairing 3. Yes! No trades available. Okay. Was that LA? You guys can't want to keep a guy like Chatfield just cause. Like, I thought Morrow was supposed to be in there. Guess not. Probably not getting it done. What about that 5th round pick that we got back? You guys give us a 6th? How's that? Oh, okay. 7th? Might need to jazz it up a bit. We'll just do a 5th and a 7th. Since that's what they're looking at, I guess. Okay. Now we gotta figure out our... Because all of a sudden, I looked, it went red. Because isn't it supposed to show you, you know, what things are to look like? Anyway. Very confusing. Alright, defenseman. Definitely Thompson can go down. Do we want Thompson or Toure? We'll send Thompson down. Here we go. I think that'll do. Is anybody in the system this ain't supposed to be? That's the question. Not looking like it. Okay. Because right now Owen Power is out. I'm happy with that. Chatfield should be good on the 3rd pairing. Him and Simashev. Even when Owen Power comes back, I'm happy with that as a 3rd pairing. See what the coach does with it. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay. Kind of good there. Still Toure in there. What? Am I crazy? Oh, Chatfield's up here. Oh. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Once Owen Power comes back, I'll drop down with Simashev. It'll be fine. But Chatfield's responsible enough. He can play up there. Okay. Let's see how we do against in this crunch match against the Leafs. Let's see how it goes. So far, pretty quiet. Brendan Carlo, probably his first goal since last year. Like, currently. I'm rooting for the guy, though, honestly. Him and Willie put one in each. 2-0 for the Leafs. Hirvonen gets one in. Okay. Soderblom, would love to see him on the Leafs. That'd be great. Alright. Not exactly doing much. Which is, I guess, not unexpected considering the Leafs are first in the division. Lejunin puts one in. Ran out of time though. 24 seconds left. He brings it to 3-2. Skrebek. 30 stops for the Leafs. There you go. Apparently they got a goalie. See, I don't know how much I want to do at the deadline, though. I think that's the tinkering I wanted to do. So let's just go that far. Couple veterans involved with Marchand and Chatfield. Actually, hold on. Let's go up to Seattle. Just give myself a minute, you know? Before we get engaged directly into the deadline. Chemistry dropped a little bit. But I felt we had to make a move to get a defenseman there. Let's take a look. Morale. How are we doing? Got a bunch of leaders. We're doing good there. Is anybody angry? Nobody's angry. Okay. That's positive. That's positive. I was hoping Marchand would be a little more of a leader. Nobody's trending down. That's positive. All our leaders are trending up. So, all good things, all good things. What? What are we doing with Owen? Oh, Yakimchuk's out. Okay. He's out until March 11th. So not very long. Owen Power's back. Chatfield's down with Toure. That looks like a nasty pairing right there. They could do some things to some people. Okay. Yakimchuk is out, right? So Simashev is having to move up, but normally it'd be Simashev and Chatfield. And I think that's about right. Question is, do we need to do anything? I don't think so. I don't feel pressed to do anything. The only thing I can think of is to get, like, a veteran center instead of Peterson? But Peterson's been okay. XTA's been fine, too, in a limited role. How's Brad doing? Brad is doing fantastic. 43 years of age. Well, don't look at the plus minus, but he does have 27 points. Way to go, Brad. I don't know. I don't really want to rock the boat too much. So I think we just go into the deadline and see what happens. Yeah, I don't know if there's nothing pressing that I can feel right now. So I'm just gonna open it up wide, and then if somebody offers us something that's hard to turn down, then we take it. But go for it. We're gonna say buyer. Casey Middlestat. Why is Shai Buyam on the block? Kind of wild. The Sens trade a third Borgo and Hunt in exchange for Verhaeghe in a sixth. Okay. I mean, we don't really have much room for much. Unless there's salary going out the door, we can't really fit anything in. That's the thing. Ben Danford! What's up, bud? Oilers trade a second and a third to Los Angeles in exchange for R. Green. Ben Danford of the Washington Capitals. Interesting. There's Kevin Ball. Good stuff. 3 years at 6'3". Woo! Ustarinen. These do some work. Second and a third in Hutanen in exchange for a second, and Seaman. Couple draft picks and a beer. Okay, the Bolts. Gooley and Odevainen. Exchange for Owen Beck in a second. Okay. What does our trading block look like? Bunch of futures. What do we want? Depth forward. Young forwards. Okay. I mean, we can just turn on this too. That's not a big deal. I don't know why, like, this is always... They always turn off first rounders. Like, if it makes sense, why not? A third and a third to Los Angeles in exchange for... Hemeneo? A fourth and Harvente, okay. There's a lot of Leafs on that list there. All right, something. McMuffin and Ma for second and fourth and Holtz. I don't think so. I don't think it's worth abandoning McMuffin for a second. I think there's some potential there. Sharks trade a second Seafers. The Canucks exchange for a third Pospisil and Elias Pettersson. I don't know which, though. Could be any Pettersson. It was the defensive Pettersson, which makes more sense. Sebastian Aho got traded in there somewhere. When did Sebastian Aho go? Oh, Carolina. The Leafs acquired Sebastian Aho? For Corrado, Lalonde, and a fourth. Wow, the Leafs loaded up. The Leafs loaded up. The Knights trade Ball, Pichel, and Delandria to the Rangers exchange for a second and Torres. That's a little bit of a sell right there. Jets trade a second and sixth to Detroit in exchange for Cardwell, a fourth and a fifth. So it'd be nice to go get somebody like Seth Jarvis. But we don't have the salary. Right up against the cap. And I don't know who I would move out. Because I kind of like what we got. Also, they need a spot. So, I don't know. Don't really see, I don't really see how it fits. Yeah. I feel that way. And I feel like we've made two small moves that have brought in, like, experience. The only thing that I can kind of see would be to bring in a second goalie that's, like, kind of a starter. But Ellis has been fine as a backup, so I don't really want to... I don't really see the point in going that way. It's tough. Like, plenty of good players out there, that's for sure. Max Domi, Gauthier, and Klapka to the Leafs in exchange for M. Hale and House. Did the Leafs just trade back for Max Domi? They did. And they picked up Klapka. That guy's huge. The Leafs are doing business. They mean business. Blackhawks trade a second and a fifth to Calgary in exchange for a third. Jonathan Huberdeau and Furcus. Wow. Except if you're the Leafs, then you do some. Then you better do something. I don't know. Like, I understand what happened last year. I think because they knew Mitch was gone, so they went all in. And thankfully, they won the lottery because that kind of dilutes the all-in that they went that would have been had it been a six overall or something. But McMuffin and Maw for a second, a seventh, and Chernak. It's not worth it. I think if they went and picked up Brendan Carlo in October for substantially less, then everybody would have been fine with that trade. But also, Boston probably was not giving away players because they weren't super bad by that point. But, you know, I think the acquisitions they made were great. The price was too high. Thankfully, they're going to get Gavin McKenna. And next year, whatever that may be, is lessened by that blow. Substantially lessened by that blow. I feel like they're going to bring in a coach that's going to let them a little more loose. And we're going to see that kind of game again. Zubov and Gove for Drury and Lavoie and a fourth, I think. I'm not sure if it's... I hear Lavoie, I think it is, but I want to say... I always want to say Lavoie, but... Maybe it's Savoy I'm thinking about. Savoy? Savoy? I hear Savoy. Anyway, I don't know. What do I know? I'm from Ontario. First for Teravainen? Oh. Oh gosh, that's bad. That was reaching. That's what that felt like. I'm happy to see the deal come in, though, you know? At least it's something. I think that was Kovacevic in a third for a fifth. Crevier, a seventh, and Groshev. A lot of stuff. Bunch of Kachucks and the goal leaders there. Disturbing. The deadline is weird. When you're trying to do stuff, there's never enough time. When you're not trying to do stuff, it goes so slow. Justin Wolf is 5th for wins. That's cool. Got to work his way up there if he wants to win that Vezina. He's 4th in save percentage. Right ahead of Stuart Skinner. Goodness. Kind of feels like mistakes were made for Edmonton in that deal. Not that Skinner was the man or anything, but kind of exchanged one problem for another. A second, a third, and Huselius in a 4th. In exchange for Heinen, a third and a third. Time is running out. If anybody's going to offer anything good. Washington Capitals. A third, a fourth, and Ben Danford to the Boston Bruins exchange for a second. And for Siplikov, I'm assuming. Don't know Siplikov, but seems like a good deal. Ben Danford. Boston Bruin. Right. I am happy with that. I was happy with what we did before. Ooh, we got a bunch of simming to do this month. See how we do. Okay. What? Why did they change the captaincy? What just happened? Why was the captaincy changed? What? Oh, now I gotta figure this out again. Okay. I kind of like Logan Cooley, who's a leader. We're gonna go Yakimchuk and Snuggerud. Snuggerud's morale is actually kind of low. Let's go with Logan Cooley, Newhook, and Hirvonen. Yakimchuk's going up, though. Okay, hold on. Because he was injured, probably. Okay, let's do Cooley, Hirvonen, and Yakimchuk. Let's do that. Okay, Logan Cooley's the captain. Yakimchuk and Darlene. It's not the worst. I would rather have like a leader though. Let's give it to Hirvonen. Go with that. Okay. We need leaders doing stuff. Let's sim against Detroit. Frank, you're up to 8 times. Let's go. The cat scores on the wolf. Sounds like a children's book to begin with. Latipov ties it up. Power play goal. That's good. Okay. End of the first. The Cat scores again on the power play, but we get a power play right back. Yakimchuk scores, but not on the power play. Ties it up. Logan Cooley, captain. Hold on. Cutter Gauthier puts one in. 4-2 lead over Detroit. All right, let's head into the third period. 4-2. The shots are 25-18, so I think it was 17 at the end of the period there. Ehlers scored 2. Won a power play goal to push it to OT. And Honzik wins it for us. That was quick. The Cat with 2, Ehlers with 2, Boldy with 2 assists. We won the game. Thank you. Take it. Goodbye. Kind of blew the lead, but we didn't lose the game. So I will take that every time, especially in the playoffs. Our locker room chemistry dropped. Not good. I don't know why. Oh, Owen Power got injured. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Hirvonen puts one in on Beckman. Is this all that's happening? Yeah, I guess so. Second period. Power play and nothing doing. Keep going. Five on 3 for Ottawa. They did nothing. Another power play. We're kind of coughing up a lot of power plays here. Cooley puts one in on Beckman. 2-0 win. Captain's gonna do stuff. Wolf with 39 stops. Goodness. Hirvonen with 1 and Cooley with 1. I feel like Dustin Wolf did things in that game, and that's why we got where we got. Man, like, look at all these games against Ottawa, Toronto, and Detroit. Like, stack them all up in March for some reason. I guess that'd be kind of fun, but... Because, like, at this point in the year, like, look at this. I got Ottawa, and then Ottawa. And we had the Leafs, and I think we faced the Leafs before here. Yeah, like, before the deadline. Then we have at least 2 versus Detroit. 3 versus Detroit. Very strange. I mean, it's kind of interesting that it happens later in the season. Like, that would be fun for playoff race stuff, but also, like, you don't get to win your matches against them in October or whatever. You're right. Novotny scores on Wolf. 1-0 for Detroit. Power play Detroit. Nothing doing. At least when we've been simulating, our penalty kill's been good. So that's nice. Ladipov scores. 1-1. Lejunin puts one in too. For 2. Simashev gives us the insurance marker. 8 minutes left in the game. Power play for us. Can't convert. Lucas Raymond makes it interesting. 3-2. 2 minutes left. All right. Little 3-2 victory over Detroit. We held in there. Lejunin 1-1, Simashev 1, and Voutilainen with 2 assists. Our locker room chemistry looks like it's taken a bit of a hit. Let's take a look at the draft class, just cause. Wow. Some good looking players. I mean, we're hoping to pick way down here. That's kind of interesting. Who are you? I feel like the US should just be one big thing. And same with some of the European groups. Or you can have a scout, like, move around or something. Kind of annoying. I think you're supposed to do that yourself, but I don't really know. I don't want to do that for the NHL, AHL, or the CHL. I don't want to do it for any of those. I want to do it for Europe. That's the only thing I want them to move around for. Europe and the US, I guess. Alright. So we are 41-20-7. The Leafs are 44-17-6. We're a good 5 points behind them. We're a point ahead of the Canadiens. The Panthers and Red Wings are like down in oblivion somewhere. Penguins and Caps are like a point behind each of them. The Bruins are like not even close. So it's basically the Panthers, the Red Wings, the Penguins, Capitals, Devils, and Islanders fighting it out for the wild card. Ottawa is terrible. Alright. Let's see how we do against the division leading Leafs. If it's not a grudge match, it should be a grudge match! Oh, and power play goal. Makes sense. It's contextual and relevant. Lejunin. Also, okay. Power play's just doing work. 3 power play goals in a row. Owen power play, Lejunin, and Boldy. We give up 1 to Soderblom. (3-1) after 1. 3-2 in the second. Malinsky scores. Come on, Sabres. It's Ellis in net as well. Just kind of weird. Texier puts one in on Vikman, 4-2. 5-2, Rasmus Dahlin puts one in. Leo Carlson scores 6-2. This is all good. Those are all 5-on-5, so we have 3 power play goals and 3 5-on-5 goals. Perfect. 39 shots on, 40 shots on. Cutter Gauthier scores on number 40. What did they have another goalie in? They did. Skrbek was pulled after the first, it looks like. 7-2 win over the Leafs. Very happy about that. Leo Carlson 1-2, Boldy 1-1, and Marchand with 3 assists. Way to go, Brad. Way to go. Man, the tour of Southern Ontario continues. We go Leafs, Ottawa Leafs. Goodness. We're 3 points behind the Leafs now with that win. Nice. See what we can do against the Sens, and if we can get that other game against the Leafs, then we're going to be pulling into first, hopefully. We'll see how the Leafs do as well. Rasmus Dahlin puts one in on Beckman, 1-0. Lejunin puts one in, 2-0. All right. Dahlin puts one in on Beckman. Make it 3-0. Right, let's continue. 3-0 in the third. Shots are close. Not anymore. They were. Dahlin scores on Beckman. 5-on-3 for Ottawa. 5-on-3. Nothing doing. 4-0 win over Ottawa. We won 2-0 last time. 4-0 this time. Dahlin with the Hattie. Dustin Wolf with 30 stops, and Matt Boldy with 4 assists. Goodness. Matt Boldy was in on all 4 goals. Way to go. All right. The Leafs keep staying ahead of us. 5 points now. I don't know if we're catching them. I don't know if that's happening. We can try. The Blue Jackets have 101 points. They've locked up a playoff spot already. 99 for the Oil. The Wild have 97. The Leafs have 98. Logan Cooley. Captain's going to teach stuff. Puts one in on a Skirbeck. Carlson puts another one in. Can we get a third just like we did before? That would be amazing. I don't know if this is their starting goalie and we've just found the secret sauce. I don't know what it is. By the way, random thought. Heinz makes a burger sauce. And it's pretty close to a Mac sauce. Just by the way, if you're a Mac sauce fan. Sebastian Aho puts one in. Power play goal. Rasmus Dahlin gets a short-handed goal back. And then Nick Waugh, who's no longer with the team, but is still with the team, puts one in. 3-2 in the second. Sebastian Aho ties it. Power play for the Leafs. Look at this deadline acquisition doing stuff. But Rasmus Dahlin gives us the lead. 3 minutes left. Brendan Carlo scores another goal against us. Brendan Carlo ties it up to take it to OT. Oh my goodness. But Hanzik wins it in OT again. Oh man, Dahlin 2-1, Hanzik 1-1, Nick Waugh 1-1. All right. Well, we didn't pull ahead, but we are within 4 points, and we took 2. We took 2 of 3 against the Leafs in the last month, so I'm not unhappy with that. If we have to play them the playoffs. The Habs have pulled ahead of us. Nope, never mind. It was brief. Locked up a playoff spot. We are in. That wasn't hard to tell. We pulled into first in the division. Little win streak there. We're at 105. The Leafs have dropped to third by 2 points behind us. So like those 4 points were big. Big 4 points. I guess we took 4 to their 2. So we were up 2 in the last month that we played each other. Ottawa is actually pulled ahead of the Lightning somehow. It looks like the Panthers are still in, but the Red Wings are out. The Penguins are not technically out, but it might be pretty close. The Panthers are probably in, but again, not technically, because I guess the Devils can still. No, the Devils can still get in there? I think they can. I think the Devils in the Isle can still technically get in if the Panthers lose everything. But I think if they win a game, they're in. Alright, we're first in the division right now. We have one against Ottawa, one against Montreal. So, the Ottawa one, we need to win this. Of course, Keegan Colasar comes out and snipes one in 25 seconds. Cutter Gauthier scores, but then Brady Tkachuk scores on the power play. Ottawa fighting for pride here. We should be able to beat Ottawa. Come on. Come on, Sabres. Power play for Ottawa. They score again. What is going on? Dustin Wolf, lock it in. Oh my goodness. It's going to be one of those games, eh? We need to win against one of the middling, terrible teams in the league. Power play after power play. If we want to win in the playoffs, we got to be able to win these games. We're not doing it, are we? O'Connor puts one in on Wolf. Like, what is this? What is this? Boldy scores. Back. Okay, Leo Carlson. One more? Ah! No last minute heroics. You guys let that one slip away. O'Connor was 1 and 2, Gauthier 1 and 1, and Carlson 1 and 1. If we wanted to win the division, like, that was our 2 points we had to get in the last 10 points available. We still hold the division, but you know, now we gotta beat Montreal. Like, for sure. That 2 points would have been huge. Power play goal by Dalino Montembeault. Cutter Gauthier puts one in. Rasmus Dahl. Where was this last game? Montreal is a top level team. Like, did you guys just hand out your jerseys at a wing joint or something? Gosh. Tuomainen scores. Alright, let's keep going. Cutter Gauthier scores one on Dobish. Dobish is in net now. Ironic. It's their actual starting goalie now. Hirvonen scores. Or Hivanen? Have I been pronouncing this wrong this whole time? It's Hivanen? Anyway, whatever. Here we are. Pasta? Pasta's on Montreal? Goodness. I probably said that before. 8-3. Cole Caulfield gets one, like... Cooley with 5 points, Dahlin with 4, and Boldy with 3. Like, where was this against Ottawa? Like, we go gangbusters against... Oh, we lost Yakimchuk. That's not good. That is not good. All right. Well, 107. We're ahead 3 points. Let's see how we do against up to Detroit here. See if we can hold our lead in the division. I think if we win any games at all, I think we're good. Not quite. Not quite good. I think we need to win this one, or the Canadians lose, I think. Or get a point. If we can get a point. So, win or tie, or win or lose in overtime. Either or. And I think we have the division. Now, are we going to play down again, or are we going to play up? Okay. The Union puts one in, 1-0. Okay. 1-0 after 2. Power play for Detroit. Nothing doing. Power play for us? Can we get... No insurance. Okay, never mind. Ladapov puts one in, 2-0. Cutter Gauthier makes it 3. Alright, I think the division might be ours. Ellis with 22 stops, Dahlin 2 assists, and Ladapov with 1. I think the division is ours. 111 to 109, so yeah, we needed at least a point there. But lock it in. Who do we have in the first round? The Capitals. It looks like we have the Caps in the first round. Leafs and Canadians in the first round. Amazing. Panthers will play the Blue Jackets and Rangers and Flyers. Good stuff. Wait. Yeah, we got the Panthers? Was I wrong about that? I was wrong about that, apparently. We got the Panthers, Leafs got the Canadians. Okay, New York and Flyers, and then Columbus. Okay, Columbus had more points than we did. My apologies. Columbus has the Caps. That's okay, we played the division. It's all division matchups here, which is nice. Like actual division matchups. Alright, let's take a look at how we're doing. Is anybody scratched? Yakimchuk is injured, Snuggerud is out. I guess Textier's been playing better? I don't know. How's Torrey been doing? Well, he's been in. He's fine. He's fine. It's not anything crazy. Simashev is going to play up. How come Simashev's only had like 11 games? That's weird. I guess the coach favors Toure? I don't know. Something's weird. Is this like last year's playoff stats? It must be. Maybe? I don't know. Okay. Let's look at the stats. Let's see how people did. Rasmus Dahlin with 92 points. Finally, we have some people getting up there to 100. I mean, it was Rasmus Dahlin, but goodness. Logan Cooley, 90 points, 25 and 65. Boldy, 78, 24 goals. Carlson, 25 goals, 74 points. Owen Power, 67 points with 9 goals. Lejunin, is that our top goal scorer? Yes, it is. 40 goals for Lejunin. 62 points. Got our Gauthier 58 with 27 goals. Ladipop also 27 goals. Tamura had 18. Could be better. Yakimchuk with 18. How did the goalies do? Wolf 39 wins, 19 losses, 916 and a 246. Pretty good. See how that fared throughout the league. Gustafsson with 43 wins, same with Shesterkin. Wallstead had 40. Montembeau 40, Wolf with 39. Gustafsson had a season. I think Gustafsson might be winning himself the Vezina. Shesterkin was also up there. Pretty good goaltenders. Askarov was right there with Wolf. Alright, let's see how the skaters did. Austin Matthews, 111 points at 34 years of age with 64 goals. Goodness. Zach Werenski, 106, 25 goals. Kaprizov with 56 goals and 104 points. Kachuk, 104 with 48. Reinhardt, 98 with 21. Fox had 96 points with 81 assists, or a defenseman. That's nuts. Macklin Celebrini with 95, 52 goals. Kyle Connor, 42 goals, 95 points. Barkov, 24 goals, 93 points. Rasmus Dahlin, hey bud, there you are. Just ahead of Willie, 30 goals and 61 assists. Logan Cooley was just after Willie with 90 points. And ahead of Cale Makar and Connor McDavid, who's now 35. Bedard, 50 goals for Bedard and 86 points. Pretty good. Quinn Hughes, 75 assists. Goodness. Cole Caulfield with 48. Brantanen with 47. Still hanging with Dallas. 35 years of age at this point. Suzuki, 80 points. Beniers with the Sharks, 27 goals, 79 points. Very good. Way to go, Matty. Right ahead of Boldy there. Evan Bouchard, Stützle. Let's double check that Matthews is in fact the goal leader at 64. He probably is. Yeah. Kaprizov, Celebrini, Bedard. Matthew Tkachuk, Cole Caulfield, Branton, and Kyle Connor, and Brady Tkachuk. Goodness. And there's Lejeune in there. Nice. All right. I think our point totals definitely went up this year, which is good news. I just want to check. Let's see how morale is doing. Okay. Nobody's disgruntled. Snugger is probably unhappy he's not playing, but that'll change with injuries and whatnot. Okay. Let's take a look at who we're playing. Go down to Floridia here, or Florida, depends how you look at it. Tkachuk, Lindell, Reinhardt, Barkov, Arthur Kaliev, and Samoskevich. Linus Eriksson with Tanner Janot, don't Janot. Granlund, Borgo, and Denisenko. They have Forsling, Ekblad, Pulak, Middleton, Gooley, and Odovainen, and in net. Darth Vader, Dan Vladar, and Jan Bednar. Okay. Not scary, but a good team. All right. I think we can do at least the first round today. See how it goes. Hopefully there's more rounds than one. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to charge our fans more. That's what we need to do. Where am I looking? Owner stuff? Set prices? There we go. Game tickets? Boom. Expensive. Alright. Let's do this. Round one. Game one, round one. Buffalo and Florida. Logan Cooley puts one on Dan Vladar. Barkov had the first. Cooley scores one to tie it up. New game. Second period. We do have the edge in shots. Or we did. Never mind. Kind of gone now. But we got it back. I don't know. Ebbs and flows. This is hockey. I'm okay if we play in tight games as long as we're winning them. Ladipov puts one in. Power play for us. Ekblad scores a shorthanded goal, and then Granlund puts one in. Ah, we blew that. We still have time to get one back, though. Nope, never mind. Ekblad gets the insurance marker. Still time, but it's going away. Nope, never mind. We're done. We are done. Well, Ekblad with 2, Vladar with 32 stops, and Barkov 1 and 1. Florida took that game from us. All right. What are? Oh, okay. We haven't. The playoffs have not. Are we in the playoffs? No, we are not. The Rochester Americans are not in the playoffs this year. It's unfortunate. All right, Wolfie. Let's see if we can get one back at home. That was a disappointing first game. Power play off the hop. Nothing doing. Okay. Nothing doing after the first. New Hook puts one in on Vladar. Lejunin gets another one. 2-0 lead. Kachuk gets one back with 8 seconds left in the second. Those hurt. I hate those goals when you get them against you. Barkov ties it. I'm not liking this pattern. We're not holding leads. OT it is. It looks like Florida has the momentum. Power play for Florida. We killed the power play. Oh, what happened? We killed the penalty. Rasmus Dahlin at 10:22 scores on Dan Vladar to take game 2 in OT. Wolf with 35 stops. Dahlin with 1 and Lajuna with 1. Okay, series is tied. Well, now we need to take one in Florida at least. I mean, let's start with 1. We need to take 1 of these next 2 games. How's our line situation looking? Okay, it looks like we got everybody back. Okay, okay. All right, game 3, series tied in Florida. See how it goes. Power play. Nothing doing. Ivanen scores, and then Chatfield scores. Denisenko gets one back. So, secondary scoring everywhere. Borgo scores a power play goal. Ties it at 2. Matthew Tkachuk scores one to take the lead. Still a whole period left, but we need to get one back. Power play. This is the shot. Owen Power play. Owen Power ties it up. Cutter Gauthier puts one in, gives us the lead 4-2. Another power play. Can we convert? It was a long one. Worst case, it ate up a bunch of time. Power play again. Those last 2 power plays, we didn't score, but it ate up a lot of time. 4-3 win over Florida. We take one in Florida's barn. Cutter Gauthier 1-2. Chatfield 1-1. Denisenko was 1. Way to go, Chatfield. All right. How we doing in... So far, Toronto's up 2-1 on Montreal. We're up 2-1 on Florida. Columbus is up 2-1 on Washington. And 2-1 New York over Philly. On the other side, we didn't look at the other side. Nashville is up 2-1 on the Oilers. 3-0 for Chicago over the Wild. Seattle and the Sharks 2-1. And the Mammoth versus Dallas 2-1. Okay. What the? Power play? Power play immediately. 2 power plays immediately. Ivan scores on Vladar, making it 1-0. All right. Second period. 1-0 lead. The slimmest of margins. Power play. Carlson puts one in the power play. Good stuff. We got 2-0 now. Florida has been able to come back in the past. So nothing is for sure. All right. Third period. 2-0 lead. Tkachuk gets one. This is what Florida... That's exactly what Florida's been doing. Like bang bang. Usually late in the game. Tom Wilson. Borgo puts one in with 4 minutes left. Oh, we threw that one away. Threw it away. We had a 2-goal lead. Vladar 27 stops. Borgo was 1. Ekblad with 2 assists. We threw that game away. That's disappointing. Had a chance to go up 3-1. Instead, the series is tied. Disappointing. The Leafs are up 3-1. So are the Rangers. Oh, Chicago moved on. Okay. All right, Game 5. Who can take the lead in the series? We had it. We lost it. On both accounts, the series and the game. Gooley puts one in. 5 minutes into the game. Power play for Florida. Power play for us. Owen power play. Come on. Nope. No Owen power play. All right. 1-0 after 1. Tom Wilson scores. Make it 2-0. We haven't been a comeback team. We usually like get ahead and by a large margin, but anything's possible. Lujunin puts one in. We need one more. Can we tie it up? We can. Rasmus Dahlin. One more. Could we pull ahead again? Power play for Florida. We killed that. Power play for us? Nothing happening. Florida was getting some shots on. No late game heroics. It's time for OT. Matt Boldy in overtime. Oh, buddy. But we take it. Dustin Wolf, 36 stops. Cooley, 3 assists. Boldy, 1-1. Best players were our best players that game. Okay. We're going back to Florida. 3-2 lead in the series. Toronto's up 3-2. Columbus is up 3-2. New York is up 3-2. So are the Preds over the Oil. So are the Sharks, and so is Dallas. So only one series has ended. The rest of them have gone at least 6. All right, Game 6, Buffalo and Florida. Can we save ourselves a Game 7? Texier puts one in on Vladar. Power play for Florida, nothing doing. Save the Sabres. The Sabres need to save themselves a Game 7 is what needs to happen. All right. Second period, 1-0 lead. We need to expand that because Florida's proven that they can score in bunches. Power play. It's a long one, nothing doing. Ladipov scores after the power play to make it 2-0. Once again, Florida's been going like pop, pop. There's Erickson with the first one. Let's hope that's it. 2-1 in the third. Power play for Florida. Nothing happening. Owen Power with a shorthanded goal. They reverse Owen Power. Oh, man. Owen Power. Dustin Wolf, 37 stops. Ladipov with 1. And Brad Marchand with 2 assists. We defeat the Florida Panthers in round 1 in 6 games. Excellent. Excellent. We move on. The Leafs at Montreal are still waiting for 6. It's going 7 between Columbus and the Capitals. It's going 7 for the Oil as well. The rest are all waiting for Game 6. Let's advance a day. Nothing changed yet. Advance one more day. 7 for the Leafs. The Sharks move on. Dallas moves past the Mammoth. The Rangers move past Philly. And still 7 for the other 3 series. The Oil moved through. So do the Sharks, so does Dallas, and we knew about Chicago. Columbus moves through. The Leafs are still waiting for 7 with the Canadiens. And New York and Buffalo. All right. We're facing the Montreal Canadiens. They defeated the Leafs in 7. How typical. How typical. Montebo's been playing out of his mind, which, you know, maybe that's going to happen in 2032. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. All right. I guess we had some injuries, so it's good we got a chance to recover a little. Is anybody still scratched? Nope, we're all good. Defense looks good. Goalies? Goalies look good. Alright. Predominantly healthy at this point. Always a good thing. Let's take a look at Montreal and see what's going on there. We know Cole Caulfield is there. We know about that. The Nuge with Suzuki and Cole Caulfield. Pasta. Goodness. Pasta's on their second line with Bolduc and Sordov. Florian Jackeye made his way up to the NHL with Jack Drury and Thorpe. Thorpe is huge. And Raphael Lavoie. I'm going with that. Tuominen and Campbell. Okay. Defense. Lane Hudson, Noah Dobson, Arbor Jackeye, Reinbacher, Siegenthaler, and D'Angelo. Very good team. Montembeault and Dobish, although that you could, I mean, I don't know what happened to Montembeau, but, you know. Things happen in life. All right. We're at noon, so I think I'll call it for now. And we will return to this next time with more of the playoffs with your Buffalo Sabres. Save the Sabres. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate every minute you spend with me. Always appreciate you here, Al. Thank you for coming. And, see you next time. Enjoy your weekend. Bye for now, folks.